Greetings, agents. We're happy to have you join us on the Marvel Future Fight live stream. Just a quick announcement, we actually have changed the system in which we will be delivering these stream rewards. Kim will provide you the details.
That's right. So you will be receiving rewards in-game for watching this stream, and the way you can claim them is by clicking the survey link. The link will appear toward the end of the stream, and you can find that in the description. Click the link and enter your player ID, which you can easily copy from in-game, and then we will know where to send those rewards, i.e. to you.
And with that said, we look forward to seeing you soon.
See you soon. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Marvel Future Fight v680 stream. I am your host Kim, and I am happy to be here with you once again. It's been a little bit, but welcome back everyone, and welcome to 2021. This is our first stream of the year. We have an awesome update for you because it is based on Dawn of X. This is a Marvel Comics run that is, as you may guess, focused on the X-Men and what they're doing on the nation of Krakoa. So we have many uniforms for you based on different characters from different comics in this series. We have Gambit, Nightcrawler, Cable, Deadpool, and maybe some more to come later. I want you also to be aware that we have survey rewards that come with this stream. Please stick around to the end and catch the link that we will be posting. Follow the link, fill in the survey, and you will receive rewards in your in-game inbox. All right, everyone, let's get to it. But first, check out this video of what's to come. Everyone, that was awesome. Please let us know your favorite parts in the comment section, and please be advised that we are recording the footage you will see in this stream off of an earlier build than what you will see in the live final build very soon, so it is subject to some changes. We have a lot to go over, so I think I'm going to need some help. I think I'm going to once again need to call on our friend Cage to come in and help us. Hello, Cage.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. Certainly nice to see all of you guys again.
You're looking different, looking relaxed.
What can I say? Since the vacation, I've just been locked into the Krakoan state of mind, got the hair growing, got the music flowing. Oh, it's great.
That's not a ukulele, that is a violin.
How have you been, Kim?
Feeling good. Not as chilled out as you, but I guess that might be expected because who could be more chill than you at this very moment? It's cool that you mentioned the Krakoan state of mind because that is a very interesting backdrop for a lot of Dawn of X, which is where it's kind of the mutant world, or not world, but nation that they can go to and feel safe and not feel like they're under attack at all times. They can practice, they can spar in the quarry, they can relax on the beach, maybe just enjoy themselves, enjoy life for once.
It's a great vacation getaway, right?
It is and it isn't. You don't want to get too relaxed in that state of mind. Like Wolverine mentioned in one of the earlier Dawn of X's, he thought it might be making them soft, making them unprepared for the challenges that may arise. I always want to be prepared.
Well, it's still a vacation spot I wouldn't mind visiting as some our fans would want to visit as well. But us players want to be able to see new updates coming out for some of our mutants. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop straight in.
Okay.
All right, and first we're going to start off with Gambit in his Excalibur uniform. So players can see he has a new looking coat there. This uniform actually comes with 4 new skills. Part of the uniform effect is players can actually recover HP when using his Royal Flush skill, which we'll go ahead and talk about in more detail in just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and start off with our first attack, which is the Staff Swing. Pretty cool. Has a good, can deal issues such as stun and energy. Move on to the second skill, which is the X Tornado. This attack deals stun, paralysis, and fracture. That's a cool little attack there.
Very whirly.
Now, the third skill, which is one of my personal favorites, is the Card Explosion. This deals fear, paralysis, and also does an overall buff to your attack. You can see cards come up and just close in on the enemy. After that, causing them to run, hence because of the fear.
Nice.
Next attack is the Wild Card. This effect isn't necessarily new. That's just another skill that's implied. Next skill is the new skill, which is called the Royal Flush. It's going to occur just right now. So you can just see him do like make it rain with cool effect.
That's exactly how I describe that.
Yeah, Gambit gets a good potent buff for his overall attack, while also dealing stun and, of course, fear. Right, next up is his Awakening ability, referred to as the Full Deck. Not only does he make it rain, he has a couple new teammates that are actually joining him. Not new, but definitely familiar faces. You see X-23 and Nightcrawler.
Very cool. A couple X-Men buddies. Also featured along the Dawn of X.
So in addition to getting like a super buff in terms of his overall attack, in addition to different critical rate and damage, he also, as you see, summons Nightcrawler and X-23, and they deal a good bunch of damage in addition to stun and bleed. So look forward to that. And and that is just one of the many things, one of the many changes coming to the update.
Very good.
Next character to be updated is actually Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler is a little bit different. So he has more of a visual reskin. So his attacks are still the same, similar to his X-Force, with just a couple more minor tweaks. So for example, the uniform effect for Nightcrawler actually enhances his Into the Shadow and Out of Thin Air ability, while also increasing his chain hit during his attack just by a tad more. And now we're going to start taking a look at his skills.
Very good. Let's see what Kurt's got.
So first skill on the list, again, a lot of these skills similar to the X-Force uniform. First up is the Blind Side. This little ditty gives you a little stun and a little bit of bleed. Skill number 2 is the Dimensional Wave. Not only does it cause a bleed, but of course you can see there he summons his illusions, or little brothers. Next skill is the Fencing Master. So a little additional buff that comes with this uniform is that this attack actually deals paralysis and grants you a bit of immunity. Number 4 is the Fearsome Acrobat. Again, not a new skill, but this causes stun and fear.
Good.
Number 5 is the Nightmare Slash. An additional buff that comes with this uniform is that it actually decreases the enemy's defense.
Also good. Very slashy.
And now is the skill everyone's been waiting for. With the help of his assistants, Gambit, and of course X-23, we have his awakening skill, the Night Raid. This little ditty causes stun, fear, silence, and also decreases the enemy's defense while giving you a super buff for your critical rate and damage, and of course your overall attack.
Very cool. Looking good.
So as far as the uniform itself, for players who are considering whether or not to get it, if you're a Nightcrawler fan, you just want that classic look, this is a good uniform for you because, like I said, it has additional little tweaks that can help you. Also, maybe you haven't, if for those of you who haven't purchased the X-Force uniform, this might be one you want to look into instead. So something to consider. We hope you all have fun. Next uniform on the list is something we know people have been wanting to see, and that is for Cable with his X of Swords uniform, or Kid Cable. Kim, what can you tell us about him?
All right, well, this is the younger version of Cable, as is readily apparent to everyone. One day he'll be a future warrior, but right now he is living on the island of Krakoa, rescuing young mutants like Fauna, where he discovers a beast with, it seems like it's going to be a thorn in his paw, you know, that ancient fable. But he does indeed find an ancient sword, and that'll lead him to an adventure I will tell you about later.
This uniform actually enhances the skill shot, while also increasing your critical damage and chain damage. So that's part of the benefits for the uniform. Let's see how they are in action.
Awesome.
All right, now we're gonna start off with his skill. Skill number 1 is the Judgment of Life. Boom, jumps up with the sword, causing enemies to be bind together while also stunning. Next is the Explosive Sword. In addition to bleed, it causes silence while also incapacitating your foes and increasing your critical rate.
Good.
Number 3 is a familiar skill. This is the Orbit Strike. Again, this is not new. Players, of course, can recover HP while also accumulating true damage. Skill number 4, another not necessarily new skill. This is the Warping Crossfire.
Whoa. I like it.
Fifth is a new skill that comes with this uniform. That is the Dimension Flash. And not only does it incapacitate foes, it causes bleed, while also increasing your overall attack against supervillains for 50% or 1 attack. So make sure you make that attack count. We're going to take a look at his T3 ability.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So with that explosion, this explosion causes a decrease to your opponent's defense, while also granting you some invincibility, while increasing one of your attacks up to 45%.
And as we all know, cool guys don't look at explosions.
No, they don't. And that does it for Cable.
Very good.
Now, next up is a very special uniform because of a very special event. So, Kim, I'm going to go ahead and let you explain this. What's so special about this?
That's right, because a very special Merc is celebrating a very special anniversary. Deadpool is celebrating his 30th anniversary. He's been with us that long, and for that, we have 2 uniforms. They're actually 2 sides of 1 uniform. It's just a cosmetic difference, and Kate will explain more.
That's right, Kim. So as you can see, Deadpool will receive 2 separate uniforms, one is being white and one black. There isn't necessarily a difference between the uniforms other than the color, but we're going to go ahead and go right to the skills because there are a lot of fun visuals that come with this uniform. So
of course there are.
Take a look. So special effects that come with this uniform is that, of course, it enhances the healing factor while also changing the effect of the Merc with a Mouth skill. As a result, this actually increases your HP while also increasing your guaranteed dodge rate by up to 20%. First skill on the list is the Yoink skill. So if you notice, he actually takes the stat icon for healing and then deals at his enemies.
Do not heal them.
No. Instead, it causes enemies to bleed, get paralysis, while also decreasing their defense.
Very Deadpool.
This little attack causes burn. It's the shooting spree. He throws some grenades and hits, basically uses like every type of firearm in the book and just decimates his foes.
Very good.
Skill number 3 is the Artistic Assassin. This attack, again, decreases your enemy's defense while also increasing your defense and damage.
I wouldn't call this artistic, but yeah, okay.
Well, he does some cool little poses there.
I like it. I like it.
Skill number 4 is similar to Lady Deadpool's perfect precision attack. This is the killer move.
It's pretty killer.
And this causes stun, bleed, and of course, again, decreases the enemy's defense. A lot of defense down attacks, while also, again, increasing your defense and attack. Now, my favorite is the 5th skill. This is the dizzying finish. So as you can see, he hops in drives straight into the enemy, and then afterwards, it just causes an explosive. That's fantastic.
Oh, Deadpool, you scamp.
Like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Whoops. That's silly. I like it.
So, the uniforms that come with it, he does have a black and white uniform that come with it. As far as details for that, more details for how to unlock these uniforms will be available at a later date. So stay tuned for that.
Well, I love that, but aren't there more uniforms coming soon?
All right. So for players that have been paying attention to the market video, you'll notice 2 characters actually received a uniform update. That is X-23 and Rogue. We don't have too much details for you at the moment, but however, you can definitely look forward to that at a later date as well.
All right, we'll stick around.
All right, and that does it for all the new uniforms that are coming with the v680 update. So Kim, why don't you go ahead and explain to us, for those who aren't aware, the comic origins or lore where these uniforms came from. Go ahead and share.
Yes, so I mentioned off the top, but Dawn of X is the basis of all the uniforms in this update. And this is it's a series that has a lot of different characters that take focus. For instance, we do have Excalibur, which features Psylocke, Captain Britain, if you will, Jubilee, Gambit, many characters. But I want to focus on a character that is mentioned in this update and who I like very much, and that is Cable. So I'm focusing on Cable 1 through 4, 2020, and this comes from Jerry Dugan and Phil Noto. So this is a really interesting series because, first of all, the art style is it's beautiful because Krakoa is beautiful. And they're on this island. We have the focus on young Cable, though sometimes there are panels featuring old Cable or Cable Classic who we're used to, and he's doing something that does unravel throughout the series. You do figure out what's going on. And when we meet up with young Cable, he is trying to protect a younger mutant, Fauna, from a beast that has been chasing him and attacking him. Fauna says that it's hurt, and it does end up that it has a sword stuck in its paw. Cable pulls it out. I will not spoil it for you, but it does elucidate a lot about Cable, and I think this is one of the best Cable stories I've ever read.
Really, that you ever read?
Yeah. I really like this adaptation. It's a confusing story, right? He's a paradox lost in time in a battle with himself, and also, we're looking at this young Cable who has kind of a nice relationship with Cyclops, so Scott on the island. We even have Scott telling him, boy, don't you grow up too fast. And it's kind of the nice family life I always wanted for them. But it's interesting to explore. There are a lot of parts of Krakoa that you see in this comic that are fascinating, such as I mentioned earlier, the Quarry, which is a way that mutants can basically solve us as fans our hypothetical questions of who would win. So Cable and Wolverine do actually go against each other, and there's this really cool chart of wins and losses with various mutants going against each other. And you may be surprised and you may be outraged by some of the results as a fan of, certain characters over other characters. I highly recommend Cable 2020, but there's a whole wide swath of different comics that are in Dawn of X that I definitely think you should check out. It really paints an interesting picture of what is going on now for the mutants, and of course, in classic X-Men style, exploring different ideological ideas and how to best pursue, the best future for everyone.
Okay, and so for players who want to know more about that uniform and more, check out, of course, the Dawn of X story, and of course the whole line of Cable issues that came out by, what was the name of that artist again, Kim?
That is Jerry Dugan as the author, and Phil Noto did the art.
Awesome. So guys, go ahead and check it out. Get yourselves more familiar with the lore, and maybe you can enjoy the uniforms a little bit more.
All right, everyone, that about does it for this update for V680. We have a lot of awesome uniforms this time, including Gambit from Excalibur, Nightcrawler Classic version, Cable from X of Swords, and Cable. And Deadpool also celebrated a big anniversary, and for that we have a black and white version of a new uniform for him and some awesome animations in there that I liked a lot. Also, I want to remind you all to check out Dawn of X comics from Marvel. I particularly enjoyed Cable. Of course, we have more updates to come in the upcoming days and weeks, right, Cage?
That's right. We have a couple new features that will be presented as well. Go ahead and keep an eye out for the patch notes for more details on that, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on it. Of course, stay tuned to our social media, such as our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where we will provide more updates later on. And until then, you all have a great day. I'm going to go back to my Krakoan vacation and look forward to seeing you guys and your thoughts on the V680 updates when it arrives.
Again, that's not how you play a violin, and violins are not known for being relaxing. But hey, everyone, thank you for joining us, and please enjoy Dawn of X. Until next time, agents.
Bye-bye.